Hello everybody and welcome back to my second vlog. As you can see, I have had a haircut. I've also been on holiday, that's probably more interesting. So yeah, I went on holiday. We had a little family holiday. We spent a few days in Gili Trawangan, one of the smaller islands in Indonesia. Then we had 6 days in Lombok, one of the large, another island in Indonesia, probably not one of the larger ones, but sizable. And then a few days in Singapore, which was a lovely time, which actually you're going to see a lot about, because I have over 350 video clips, which I need to edit down into a vlog, or possibly a two-parter. I don't know yet. So yeah, I went on holiday. And I had a haircut. Well, after a taxi ride, a plane ride, another plane ride, then a taxi ride, then a boat ride, then a horse cart ride, I'm in the Gili Isles. Gonna be here for 3 days, then we're going back to Lombok for 6 days, then we're gonna be spending a few days in Singapore. It is family holiday time. It has been 26 hours since we were picked up. We have now arrived at the hotel. I am exhausted. I didn't sleep that much. I could have slept more, but I was enjoying watching films on the plane and planning Pathfinder things, and you know, then I just couldn't sleep that well because other journeys were harder to sleep on. So I'm going to go have a nap. And then you'll get to see all of the fun stuff we have planned. A lot of relaxing. I want relaxing. We rarely have relaxing holidays. I want to relax. Good morning, everybody. Just had breakfast. First full day of the holiday. It's also the first of 2 big things I want to be doing this holiday. We'll get to the other one later. Today we're going snorkeling. There is an underwater sculpture called The Nest. You're hopefully going to see all this. I'm taking my GoPro. It's a family holiday. My brother's here. He's just got a GoPro as well, so we should have footage from both GoPros. But there's an underwater sculpture called The Nest, which I'm super excited to see. There's going to be swimming with sea turtles as well. There's also, I think, swimming around a coral reef. Hopefully this all happens. The weather forecast today is not good. We're hoping it doesn't get cancelled for any reason. Should be a good day. You're about to see some fun footage. We'll get some nice music over the top as well. What an incredible day out that was. That was great. We were told not to touch the turtles. A turtle did touch me, but that doesn't count. The turtle touched me, I didn't touch the turtle. I was swimming towards the turtle, and then the turtle decided to suddenly turn around and swim the other way, and I had momentum. So it's hard to stop and turn around, and the fin kind of brushed my arm and I felt magical. So yeah, a lovely day. I did get sunburnt on the shoulders, dealing with that at the moment, and it is very, very hot today. It was pouring down with rain for a lot of yesterday, but today seems to be very different. So I'm gonna find some shade, spend the day relaxing, and I imagine next time you'll see me, I'll be in Lombok. So here we are in Lombok. It's actually been a few days at this point. It's just been lovely and dreamy and an incredible hotel. And I kind of kept forgetting to film. But yeah, we're here. Yeah, this hotel's just amazing. They have a menu for pillows. I have never been to a hotel that has a menu for pillows. Love it. The pool is a little shallow, and by a little shallow I can be on my knees with my head out of the water, and it doesn't have a deeper end than that, but you know, we've had a fun day today. Did some archery. It's my dad's birthday today, which is kind of why we're out here. Yeah, we did some archery, and I have no evidence for what I'm going to say, but I said this is going to be my last run. Like, my grip's starting to go, and on my last go, my very last arrow was a bullseye. So I'm very happy. Whether you believe that is up to you. We're going to a fish restaurant tonight, or seafood restaurant tonight, and then tomorrow we're off on an adventure. We're off to see some waterfalls. Well, we're seeing some waterfalls. They have a name. I can't remember the name. The name is there. We'll put the name there. We're going to be seeing some more waterfalls. We'll put their name up there. Got another half-hour walk ahead of us through a gorgeous jungle. This is just amazing. I might go for a dip. This is going to be a lovely, lovely day. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Waterfalls. was exhausting, but this is so worth the view. What an incredible day that was. It is utterly, utterly beautiful. Hopefully it comes across in the footage okay. Before we got there, we actually went to a little village first. I say little village, it was a village of about 800 people. Which I would have filmed, but it felt the tiniest bit incredibly exploitative to film them. And it's very much a village with sort of two exports. The men are all rice farmers and the women are all weavers. And you could buy the weaving. So I have a new tablecloth. I don't have a table yet, but I've got a table that I've been keeping an eye on. I think that tablecloth will work quite well, go well with the room, and I like it. And, you know, support local trade. So I'm happy. We've got 2 more days here in Lombok, 2 more full days here in Lombok, which is going to be spent lounging by the pool, probably planning a Pathfinder campaign, and just generally relaxing. And then we fly out to Singapore for the second big thing I want to do this holiday. Let's go to Singapore.
We don't care.
We're here in Singapore, specifically at the moment Singapore Zoo, because we have a lot of activities to get into just a few days. It is starting to get to night. We're going on a safari. Calling it the night safari was a good idea. I'm looking forward to seeing some animals. I love stuff like this. The first of many activities to come. Oh, how am I going to get all this down into one video? How am I going to make sure I've got enough footage? I don't have much left on my camera and I'm not able to upload anything at the moment. Oh, looks like an armadillo over here, at least a statue of one. Hello, editing WAB here. At this point, I can't really show you the night safari because it happened at night and it was dark and all the footage is just too dark to use. So I thought I'd just tell you what we saw because it was really fun. The night safari ended up being an unexpected highlight of the trip. We knew it was going to be fun, didn't expect it to be this fun. So we started off going into a little sort of show bit, which is, I've seen complaints that the show felt aimed at kids, but when you're going to a show at a zoo, it's going to be aimed at kids. It's just a thing. And there were wonderful animals. We saw a fennec fox, which was adorable. They could have just had the fennec fox. That's my one complaint about the show. Replace all the animals in the show with the fennec fox, I'd have been ecstatic. Then we were driven around in kind of a tram, train type thing with a fantastic driver who just kept interrupting the voiceover to give his own commentary on the animals, and he was so into it. He was clearly enjoying himself, which just makes the experience so much better. And yeah, we got to see sort of spotted hyenas, we got to see deer, lions, rhinos, elephants. all kind of things on there, and then do a walking tour, so we got to see them all from a different perspective. Also, just lots of other animals they had there. I saw a porcupine with the zoomies. Porcupines get the zoomies. I've learned this now. All the other porcupines asleep, and then one porcupine just going round and round in circles. We saw Tasmanian devils. The only bit of footage that I could have used was that of an aardvark. I've never seen an aardvark in person. They're bigger than I thought. Yeah, it was a good time. So then, over the next few days, we saw various things. We went to Raffles. I'll talk about Raffles first because I'm not going to bother showing footage of that. Raffles is one of the hotels in Singapore, named after the guy who kind of turned Singapore into what it is today, I think. I'm not entirely sure of the history. I should have looked it up before recording this. But Raffles is where the Singapore sling was invented. And as they say, when in Rome, fly to Singapore and have a Singapore sling. So, yeah, we went into Raffles, we had a Singapore sling. You also just ate a load of peanuts and threw the shells on the floor, because that's what you do there. You get a free bag of peanuts because throwing peanut shells on the floor is a core part of going to Raffles. It's a very strange experience. We spent some time in Chinatown. We spent some time in Little India. We went round a few hawker centres, which are basically food markets. Although that feels like a very basic term for them because they are fantastic. Had a really good time in Singapore. And we'll cut to footage of the merlion, sort of the symbol of Singapore, and footage from the top of the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, because the view there, that's phenomenal view. I did have to take a couple of minutes because it very much set off my fear of heights, which is a shame. I've not set that off in a while. And then after that, the big thing I've been looking forward to for this holiday, Gardens by the Bay. This is weirdly beautiful. Clearly the combination of a mermaid and a sea lion. The only reason I can think of for it to be called a merlion. Quite a powerful fountain. I'm going to get footage from the other side because it looks like I might get a better angle. Heck yeah! Look at this angle. Much better angle. Oh, go on then, have a shot from the back. I knew there were two of them. I knew there were two of them. Marina Bay Sands. The shops at Marina Bay Sands. This place is silly. Very, very silly. So this is the end of the fantasy forest, which
I mean, this is the first spot. It can only get better. There are going to be other spots that are better. We're not going to get the best spot first, that's just silly. And it's already incredible. And then to the little 4D film, which I can't see 3D things because my eyesight's messed up. But it was still fun. We watched the little flight of a dragonfly around, got to see all the things that we have yet to see. I'm excited. I don't know what's next. Let's find out. What's next? We have our next destination. Going into the Flower Dome. After the Flower Dome, you'll see the Cloud Forest. I don't know if I'll be talking in between, but after the Flower Dome, you will see the Cloud Forest. This has been your informational talk by Weird and Bearded. Alice in Wonderland. I just noticed Alice in Wonderland as I started recording. This is amazing. I mean, this place is rather big. The Flower Dome is big. We're going to be here a while. I hope there's more puns. Baobabs. Just, you know, big trees in a dome. Why not? Why not? Baobabs, meet the baobabs. It is Hortus, guardian of the dome. Probably. I have nothing funny to say here. These are just wholesome. But seriously, these are beautiful. These are amazing. I like this. So we have these sort of fake zebra things. It's just fun. They're fun. But then you just look off to the side and there's some amazing sculptures going on. This is madness. Still, I found no more puns, by the way. We had Alice in Wonderland, nothing else since then. It's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. It's really cool. I have no idea what they have to do with all this. But it's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. I've been wandering round the Flower Dome for hours, but at last, civilization. And cows. Maybe real cows, I'm not sure yet. Genuinely wandered over here because I wanted to ring a cowbell. I've never rung a cowbell before. The first one I grabbed. No ringer. I always appreciate it when I see a novelty clock and the time is correct. Well, this bit of the video is dragging on a bit. Let's move on to the Cloud Forest. Now this is what you come to see. This is the Cloud Forest. We have dinosaurs. So, the Cloud Forest has a Jurassic World experience at the moment. I don't know how long for. But oh my god, it's incredible. This is phenomenal. Look how deep this goes. Oh my god. Aren't they cute? Apparently there's a T-Rex somewhere, so that's a little concerning. Sounds dangerous. Oh my god. This is amazing. Oh my god, the eye moves! I hadn't noticed the eye move.
Attention. Warning, asset unredeemable. Please proceed to the nearest safe zone immediately. Please follow parks.
Time for my favourite walk, the evolution walk. So this is actually even cooler than I expected. It is not the sort of evolution that is normally taught. But I should have expected that. And Flowers by the Bay, this is an evolution of plant life. We've got recreations of extinct plants. Just, I never considered the evolution of plants. I'm loving this. I am loving this so much. So we're now at the top. The only way is down. We'll go the safe way. We're not going to, jump off or anything. I'm excited to see what we see. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, that's pretty. This is so pretty. And a giant spider in the background. This is so cool. There's a long path. I have no idea how my fear of heights is not kicking in right now.
And at this point, I got to meet a baby dinosaur. Definitely not a glove puppet. Totally a real baby dinosaur. Unfortunately, obscured by the photographer man. But it was just magical. Genuinely, the entire thing. Gardens by the Bay. I was going in with high expectations from everything that I had seen. And it far, far exceeded those expectations. It's just a place of wonder. Genuinely, my mind was blown over and over again with the super trees, which is hopefully the footage you're now seeing. And then in the evening they had a light show. We also went to Marina Bay Sands to see their light shows. There'll be footage of that as well. Oh wow, both light shows were incredible. And then we came back the next night to see the light show again. And then we were at the weekend, and at the weekend they have a special event called Borealis, which unfortunately I didn't have my GoPro for. But they put up mist and lights and create this fake Aurora Borealis. And it is the most beautiful piece of art that I have ever seen. I did take some photos on my phone. Not good enough quality to go into the video. Maybe one of them, we'll see. But even the best ones just couldn't capture the beauty of this. It was amazing. I'm so glad we went to Gardens by the Bay. It is an experience I will never forget. But there was one last bit of the holiday to do, and that was go to the airport.
See, this is why you go to Changi Airport. This is something that not every airport will have. And here's the view from the top. That bit over there is ticketed, but this bit isn't, and we don't know why. We made it onto the ticketed bit using the devious tactic of buying a ticket. Oh my god! Why am I doing this? Well, we've done all the exciting bits. We are on our way to the terminal. October will probably be quieter. My name is Weird Embedded. I will see you all next time.